From the Dame time to Miami touchdown, heating up to Zion hitting a forgetful end with New Orleans, here are the biggest NBA rumors around the block, starting with the deal that could decide the NBA championship before it even begins. That's Damian Lillard teaming up with Jimmy Buckets. The Portland Trail Blazers just picked Scoot Henderson as the third overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft, so now what's going to happen with Damian Lillard? Trade rumors have been swirling around Dame for a while. Some suggest that Portland is holding tight for dear life. But things have heated up lately, leaving people wondering if he's finally going to demand a trade, chasing that championship dream like other superstars. But here's the thing, Lillard is different. He's super loyal to Portland and is not the type to bail just because the team isn't winning. Dame said it himself, but he's had enough of the Trailblazers' unseriousness, which is why there's an uproar about the Miami Heat eyeing Lillard now, especially after Dame vibing to Miami by Will Smith on his Instagram Live. Although Dame's agent called it a weird coincidence, I don't think so. Because Dame's future depends on him requesting the trade. Now, what's funny is that the franchise manager Joe Cronin has zero desire to trade him, but someone asked Damian Lillard about potential trade destinations. They threw out some big names like the New York Knicks, Brooklyn Nets, Miami Heat, and Boston Celtics. And guess what? Lillard straight up said, Miami, obviously. Miami is the obvious one. All because of his homie Bam Adebayo. Speaking of homies, a Kyrie-LeBron reunion is still a huge possibility. You gotta hand it to Kyrie Irving, whether you're a fan or not. The guy knows how to make headlines. With NBA free agency looming, there's a ton of buzz surrounding his future. And you better believe he's going to use that buzz to his advantage. Just look at how he strategically attended a couple of Los Angeles Lakers games during the playoffs. It's like he's playing the game off the court too. Now to the chatter about Kyrie potentially reuniting with LeBron James in Hollywood. The Lakers seem somewhat open to the idea, especially with D'Angelo Russell's shaky performance in the playoffs, but the Dallas Mavericks don't seem too keen on a sign and trade with the Lakers. That puts a damper on the Lakers' hopes of forming a new big three with LeBron, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis. On the flip side, for Lakers fans who prefer to avoid all the drama that comes with Kyrie, this news might be a silver lining. LeBron, on the other hand, probably wants Kyrie on the Lakers next season, and his retirement antics probably were a message above to get it done. The Lakers don't have enough salary cap space to offer Kyrie a max contract in free agency. They can get close. But it's likely that Kyrie would have to push the Mavericks into a sign-and-trade deal with LA. Look, this is all just speculation at this point. Safe speculation considering the circumstances. But one speculation which isn't safe at this point is on the homecoming. It's about James Harden, with Houston eager to get their star player and top free agent target, but here's the twist. The Rockets aren't willing to offer him a max contract. It's got people talking. On one hand, Harden is considering returning home to Houston for family reasons, the potential to attract other veterans in free agency with their cap space, and playing alongside Houston's young core. On the other hand, he's weighing the opportunity to stick with MVP Joel Embiid and a top contending team in the Eastern Conference. It's a tough call. When you talk to folks in the Houston organization, you'll hear different opinions. Some are confident he'll come back, while others have doubts. And it's the same when you talk to people close to Harden himself. Mixed signals all around, even the players on the current Rockets roster have different views. The only thing we know for sure is that Harden is keeping things under wraps. Smart move. One thing that can't be ignored is Harden's connection to Houston, since his mother lives there. And he's got various business ventures in the city. Plus, let's not forget that he's basically treated like a god in Houston, but I wouldn't place my money on the Rockets just yet, because there have been reports that Harden is leaning towards re-signing with the Sixers. But who knows? The NBA rumor mill is always spinning, and it's spinning real slow in the case of Paul George, with NBA journalist Howard Beck saying that Paul George of the Los Angeles Clippers is certainly available this offseason. Now, the Clippers aren't trying to give him away for nothing, but they are frustrated with how things have gone during his time with the team. It's all about pivoting and finding a new direction for them at this point. But if they want to keep Paul, they got to do more than that because the New York Knicks have shown an interest in trading for Paul. Yeah, you heard that right. The Knicks want a piece of the action because Paul had a solid season, averaging 23.8 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 5.1 assists before missing the Clippers' first-round loss due to a knee injury, which is why there are concerns about his durability moving forward. See, Paul had a scare with a knee injury in March 2023, But luckily, it wasn't as serious as everyone first thought. Still, teams need to think twice when it comes to fitting his hefty $45.64 million salary under the cap for next season because Paul is getting old. He's had his fair share of injury setbacks in recent years. The Knicks were actually in talks about acquiring George, but they hit the pause button because they believed his representatives would want a contract extension if he were traded. And hey, even the Portland Trail Blazers showed some interest, but those talks fizzled out pretty quickly, kind of like the contract negotiations with Draymond Green and the Warriors. Draymond Green is shaking things up. He's all set to decline his player option for the 2023 to 2024 season to become an unrestricted free agent. Now, there's been a whole lot of talk about Draymond's value, especially if he's not in the Golden State Warriors system. Stephen A. Smith chimed in on his show First Take, saying that he believes Draymond is worth a cool $100 million. But here's where it gets interesting. Rumor has it that Draymond might join forces with LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Yep, you heard it. Draymond and LeBron are a dynamic duo in the making. They've got a tight friendship going on, and they're even connected through Clutch Sports. That could be the deciding factor in Draymond making a move to the Lakers, because the Lakers aren't shy about providing LeBron with the best talent out there. Speaking of the best talents out there, the Atlanta Hawks are going through some major changes in their front office. And you know what that means? Yep, off-season shakeups are on the horizon. Rumor has it that the Hawks might even trade Murray this offseason if the right deal comes knocking. I know it sounds surprising, especially after the blockbuster trade Atlanta made to get him signed. I mean, think about it. There were even whispers about the possibility of trading their star player, Trae Young. So, it's safe to say that nobody on their roster is off limits. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you that the rumors about Murray are premature. But they can take a turn into the biggest headline of the summer unless Zion enters the frame. It's no secret that both Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans could use a fresh start away from each other, something even Mariah Mills seems to be pushing. The Pelicans have a promising future and the assets to become a force in the Western Conference, but they're constantly hindered by Williamson's recurring injuries. That's why trading him now while his value is still high might be the smartest move forward, and the rest of the NBA is well aware of this situation. There's speculation about whether the Pelicans would consider making Zion available for trade. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I do know Williamson is set to begin a hefty 5-year, $194 million contract next season, and it's crucial for the Pelicans to explore potential trades before he faces more injuries or conditioning issues. Finding the right franchise to take a chance on Williamson won't be easy. He's injured, surrounded by controversy. But hey, that's what Kyrie Irving is like. And like Irving, Zion is pretty damn good, and he could get you a championship. So, from Zion hitting a forgetful end with New Orleans, to the Dame time to Miami touchdown heating up, here were the biggest NBA rumors around the block.